distinguished guests, innovators, founders, investors, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, welcome to the Fintech Summit here in Limassol. Good morning. It is an honor to open the Fintech Summit 2025 at a moment when the global financial systems are undergoing the most profound transformation of our era. From AI to agentic AI and other technologies, the world is actually moving with rapid progress, automation moving into intelligence, insights being unlocked, productivity benefits moving over. Today, artificial intelligence is becoming the underlying architecture of finance, an unseen engine that powers payments, compliance, customer experience, risk, credit decisions, trading systems, and market supervision. Across every jurisdiction, the pressures are the same: more complexity, stricter regulation, more data, less time. Intelligence and insights are no longer optional. They are the foundation of the modern financial infrastructure that unleashes and unlocks trapped opportunities and untapped value. As financial technology becomes more powerful and more AI-driven, the answer is not to become less human. The more advanced our systems become, the more essentially empathy, judgment, ethics, critical thinking, creativity, curiosity become. Let me just offer a word on the word of agentic AI that we said before. Yes, in the world of autonomous decisions and systems where they can actually reason, plan, execute, there are ways where we can actually have the humans in the middle. And this is what the EU AI Act does between Articles 12 to 19. AI can accelerate tasks, it can define value, but it cannot define values. It can generate insight, but it cannot establish purpose. These responsibilities remain human. They remain essentially central. Cyprus does not stand outside this transformation. Our fintech sector has matured into a major pillar of our digital economy. Cyprus is home to one of the largest clusters of European investment and fintech firms, operating under MIFD, MiCA, PSD2, DORA. Our FX and CFD investments, platforms, industries are amongst the more established and regulated in Europe. We are an install base for RegTech, compliance technology, and supervisory technology companies serving the EU markets, and this space is even growing further. The payment sectors in Cyprus is growing faster than the EU average, driven by a strong adoption of e-payments, open banking, and embedded finance. And increasingly, Cyprus is positioning itself as an EU-aligned testbed for financial innovation, regulatory sandboxes, where innovation can be developed with the ability to confidentially test confidently solutions that can validate compliance with regulations. This is happening at a time when fintech itself is expanding into new frontiers. Digital assets are moving into institutional spaces. On-chain finance and real-world asset platforms are being integrated into the infrastructure of banks, exchanges, and payment companies. Embedded finance, instant payments, and open banking APIs are reshaping how value moves, how value is created, how value is captured. Compliance by design is becoming a competitive advantage, and Europe's regulatory frameworks from MiCA, DORA to PSD2 and instant payment legislation are setting a new global standards. Cyprus is not just observing these developments from a distance. We are participating in them, providing an environment where fintech innovation can be created, tested, and scaled with trust. Our rise in the global innovation landscape reflects this momentum. Earlier this year, Cyprus climbed into the top 40 of the Startup Blink Global Startup Ecosystem Index, achieving the strongest improvement amongst all EU member states. The Best Global Climb Award, presented to the Research Innovation Foundation, recognizes the collective progress of founders, researchers, regulators, and investors who have chosen to build in Cyprus. At the same time, our macroeconomic fundamentals have strengthened significantly. Cyprus has regained full investment grade status from Moody's, S&P, Fitch for the first time in 13 years. Our economy has grown by 3.4% in 2024, one of the highest growth rates in the Eurozone. Unemployment is at its lowest point since 2028, and the public deficit is steadily falling. The ICT sector today represents one of our highest growth sectors, signaling where growth is further ahead for us. Fintech sits at the intersection of these strengths. The sector is evolving from digital services into intelligent, actionable, and deeply personalized financial experiences. We see this in real-time onboarding, instant payments, AI-augmented KYCs, continuous risk monitoring, automated treasury operations, and advanced trading and liquidity platforms. As the World Economic Forum notes, Fintech has secured its role alongside traditional institutions. And as other analysts such as KPMG emphasize, the winners of the next decade will be the companies capable of delivering speed, trust, intelligence, personalization, built on robust data foundations and aligned with regulations. AI will accelerate much of this change, but it is important to also understand why. One of the most powerful impacts of artificial intelligence is its ability to democratize access to information, access to insight, and support the elevation of decision support. This matters for Fintech. It means high-quality analytics and personalized intelligence are no longer reserved just for global institutions. Smaller firms, more agile firms can innovate faster. Consumers gain more transparency and better financial outcomes. And entrepreneurs can build cross-border financial solutions with unprecedented speed and accessibility. The future of finance will not be defined by the largest balance sheets, but by the smartest pipelines of intelligence, those companies who invest in building the data scientists, the data science engines, the data pipelines, the ability to look at data and really interpret it real time. At the center of this revolution is a resource more valuable than ever before, as we call it data. For years, we spoke about data as the new oil, but in Fintech, data is more closely resembling what we call as jet fuel. When it's structured, harmonized, secured, and enriched with intelligence, it does not simply power operations. It lifts business models into entirely new trajectories. The institutions and ecosystems that treat data as a jet fuel will be the ones that define the next generation. None of this reduces the importance of people. In fact, it elevates it. The future of finance is not humans versus machines. The future is humans and machines supported together. Human plus AI will outperform either alone. When AI handles the routine and time-intensive tasks that once absorbed so much time and effort, we can actually focus on really driving and looking at accountability. Let me just also offer here, for those of you who are worried about the EU AI Act and all of the implementation, specific articles really help us implement even solutions that are agentic AI. And as the new strategy which is coming out, you will see more guideline on this. But part of this entails responsible leadership, and that is ensuring that our people are supported through this transition, equipped with the new skills and empowered with technologies and with the know-how so that we avoid marginalization. This is why culture, skills, and continuous learning are central to our national strategy. They are a core pillar into the national strategy of artificial intelligence that you will be seeing out soon. Strategy in the age of AI is not only about investing in technology, it's also about investing in people. It's about giving fintech founders, engineers, compliance teams, risk officers, product engineers, financial professionals, tools to adapt and grow. We recognize that the age of the CFO, who used to be more of a protector of the balance sheet, to now becoming a predictor of the future, to be able to ask questions as to how do we double our revenue and how do we increase our business, is really going to be a talent enabler, and also it's going to be a business enabler. At the national level, our first AI strategy laid the foundations in 2020. Today, through the National Task Force, mandated by the Council of Ministers, we're building these next steps that are focused on practical, high-value adoption paths for Cyprus for 2025 to 2030. The task force brings together foresight leaders, researchers, technologists, industry experts, legal specialists, amongst others. And the bigger question of all is, which industries do we actually focus on as a first priority? Let me just say, finance, fintech, financial services are one of the key pillars. We're focused on targeted use cases across public and private sector, building the right infrastructure, building and embedding governance, and at the same time, having human-centered AI as a main pillar. The same disciplined mindset must guide our fintech evolution. Cyprus can specialize in areas where we are strongest: supervisory and regulatory technologies, digital identity, cybersecurity for financial systems, instant payments and open banking infrastructure, tokenized finance in the future, and AI-powered compliance. These domains align with our talent base, align with our business environment, and the needs of Europe and the global markets we serve. Ladies and gentlemen, Cyprus is at a turning point. We have regained economic credibility. We have one of the fastest growing innovation ecosystems in Europe. We have a fintech sector with genuine depth and global ambition, and we have a digital state that is accelerating its capabilities rapidly. And we have a national commitment to intelligence, to building insight, to trust, and to invest in human-centric adoption. Our country may be small in size, but we are not small in direction, neither ambition. We are becoming a place where intelligence meets opportunity, where innovation has purpose, where financial systems of tomorrow can be built, where we think we can really be a game changer. A place where young people can pursue world-class technological careers without leaving our shores, where experienced professionals can reinvent themselves with confidence. Our future is bright, not because it is inevitable, but it's because we are choosing to make it so. We are transforming, and we are also putting together the necessary tools required for us to get there all together. If we continue to move with purpose together, innovate with courage, support the builders of our fintech future, then Cyprus will not only participate in global fintech, but it will actually be a key actor in it. Cyprus will help define it. Thank you, and I wish all of you today a great summit with very lively discussions and interchanges. Thank you.
Thank you very much.